I'm Jitender Singh Dahiya. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and more. Today I have with me Mr. Aditya Shah. He is a founder of Glowworm Academy and has more than 6 years of industry and training experience. He has done BE Mechanical Engineering, ME Thermal Engineering from BITS-Pilani, and published two research papers in international journals. He has worked with GE Power and JFWTC. He is a certified GE Analytics engineer and visiting faculty at CEPT University, Ahmedabad. He is also a technology consultant at Save Enterprise. He is training students and professionals in the area of machine learning and data science. Today, he will be discussing with us his life journey and valuable inputs. So, let us hear from him. Welcome, Aditya. The platform is open, and now over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jitender. Thank you very much for having me on your program. So I'm really happy and excited to interact with you and people who I can reach through your channel.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, first thing first, I'd like to know more about your past life, how it has affected you to become to help you become what you wanted to be and what you are.
Yeah. So I am basically from Gujarat. I am born and brought up in Ahmedabad, Gujarat,
Correct.
and then I did my bachelor's in mechanical. There I got exposed to a lot of new subjects, and engineering itself is a different field, and especially mechanical.
Yeah.
So there I developed my thirst for knowledge.
Great.
Right. I really like to read and learn about things apart from what I am supposed to, apart from my coursework. So
Right.
I had a rounded view. And since my childhood, my parents also, sort of advised me to read more and more about things that are happening in the world, like current affairs, history, other things. Then that is required from the course perspective, right? We
That
are so
is
much
really
focused on our
wonderful.
academic.
All parents
So
must
academic.
encourage their children to read more. Definitely.
Exactly, and
Wonderful.
I request all of your viewers also to
Sure.
make sure that at least half an hour you read something that adds value to you.
Yes. Yes.
So that allowed to have me a rounded perspective from the very beginning.
Mhm.
Then I went to Hyderabad, BITS-Pilani Hyderabad, did my master's in thermal engineering. I actually interned at Thermax Pune for 6 months.
Okay.
Then I joined GE Bangalore, JFWTC as an Edison engineer in 2015 and worked there. I went actually for training to different GE, sites for to get a lot of exposure, right?
Okay.
But throughout this, I felt the habit of reading, habit of
Great.
being in touch with things really helped me.
Mhm.
And
as part of
yeah,
as part of JFWTC, I think you were a part of research team there.
yeah. So exactly, I was working with GE Power, that is the power equipment business of General Electric.
Yeah.
I was there for from 2015 to 2019. I was in the
Okay.
engineering team, and we were
Wonderful.
developing gas turbine combustion and aerodynamic systems
Wow.
for
Wow.
these systems. So it was quite a journey in terms of learning whatever you were since bachelor's. I was able to realize all the learnings that
Mhm.
had as an
Yeah.
academic person, right? Yeah, so in
Mhm.
academic.
That's really wonderful. So with this, I'd like to know more about you, like how passionate you are about things, and what is the thing you are passionate about in your life.
So I am really passionate about technology. To ask one particular thing, and second thing, what I felt, BITS-Pilani is very nice and premier institute of our
Yes.
country, right?
Yes.
Very
Definitely.
reputed. But when I graduated from there and when I went to GE, a very renowned company,
Yeah.
Fortune 500 company,
Mhm.
I faced a skill gap.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I faced that even after coming from a premier institute,
Yeah.
and going to a very good company, I had to learn a lot of things, relearn and unlearn a lot of things.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Definitely.
So I spent so that's where I felt so much talent in our country, but
Hmm.
our universities or somehow are not able to train people for the job of the futures, right?
Correct, correct.
Of what current
Right
industry
kind of a skill
demands,
set
right?
is not there actually. So we
Exactly.
can
Even
say
after
there
going
is
to
a sorry. So we can say there is a gap between the skill set required in the industry as well as the training and development programs run by university. There is a gap, huge gap.
exactly. So that also as a struck me, I mean struck me that I as I said, no, I
Hmm.
have been I've been reading so much. I
Yeah,
have been spending time on technology, and still I face that gap. So
correct.
just imagine people who are from tier 2, tier 3 colleges, and they also want to have a great career, right? They will face these issues even more, because that gap is really really high, and especially with the changing times, every engineering or every discipline has
Yeah,
had to have multidisciplinary approach or
correct,
multi-skill
correct.
skills. So you can't now say that a mechanical engineer won't code, or a computer engineer won't solve a mechanical engineering problem. So
Yes.
it has line has been blurring like anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So those things I felt that really inspired me to so basically, to answer your question, the second
Mhm.
thing I'm passionate about is teaching or skilling, and yeah.
Okay, so
So
basically, you are passionate about technology one side and training and development, like teaching on other side.
yes, yes,
Great,
exactly.
great. That is really awesome. So, with this, I'd like to know more about your work and profession experiences, how it goes.
Yeah. So as I said, I was associated with GE from 2015 to
Hmm.
2019. When I 2019 I came to Ahmedabad, back to Ahmedabad, my
Okay.
hometown,
Hmm.
and I am working with a company as a technology consultant, a company called
Okay.
Save. So they work
Yeah.
on different problems, like they work on waste management, they work on renewable energy, they work on
Huh.
green asset creation and different things. Apart from that, I'm also visiting faculty at a university
Okay.
called CEPT. So
Huh.
that is a 60-year-old organization,
That is
old
also Ahmedabad.
university.
Hmm.
Yes, exactly. And
Great.
yeah, so I basically have been teaching data science and machine learning there,
Wow.
to architects, to planners, to management students, to
Hmm.
engineers. So that has been my role with CEPT. And here the idea at Save was to use technology to solve problems of
Hmm.
the marginalized communities. See,
Okay.
it's not about that the so that is a altogether different profile. But there also we focus is on use of technology to make lives better, right? Whatever
Hmm.
the technology may be, whatever may be
Great.
the problem.
Great.
Here in accept, it's a different altogether on. It's a more of an academic thing. So basically, what I'm passionate about is technology and scaling, which I'm
Huh.
pursuing from different two different organizations.
Wonderful. That is really awesome. So, what is your vision, mission, and goal for next 5 to 10 years? What exactly you are like having thoughts in mind to do?
Yeah. So basically, I am working towards building a talent
Hmm.
supply chain for the industry, because in specifically in the area of emerging technologies. See,
Okay.
there is a skill gap across the band, right?
Correct.
But I
Correct.
feel
Correct.
the coming technologies such as machine learning, artificial intelligence, uh, even blockchain and other things, right? They are going
Yeah.
to change our life in a more dramatic way than we can imagine.
Correct.
And today, the progress of technology is happening so fast that
Huh.
we our students cannot be allowed to left behind. It
Correct.
will be a
Correct.
disaster
Definitely.
if we they don't this thing. So with that purpose and with my overall experience, I am also collaborating with a lot of other professionals who are passionate about teaching
Okay.
and
Hmm.
domain expert, and we have sort of built a platform,
Hmm.
right,
Okay.
where people can log in, learn, and get knowledge in an affordable and
Okay.
meaningful, flexible way, right?
Okay.
And we are also trying to connect industry. So basically, my mission would be to build a talent supply chain for the
Okay.
emerging
Hmm.
technology industry. The
Wonderful.
vision is we want to upskill at least 10,000 students in the next five
Wow.
years.
Wow.
From the So that's my personal vision. I am working hard towards it, and along with my other engagements. So that's
Correct.
my overall vision, and we want to build a chain kind of a thing, that
Huh.
you enter, you learn, and you realize your learning by working with industry. So we are trying to build certain features which will also help us to connect with industry.
Great.
Right? So industry can hire talent, industry can evaluate and hire talent, and talent can learn. Let's say you are a mid-career professional. Let's say you are a healthcare professional. You want to
Correct.
learn data science. You want to learn
Correct.
coding because your job demand, or you want to
Yes,
switch.
definitely.
It should not be a very difficult job for you. So we are building basically a platform, and it is already live actually. We started our journey in last year. After the COVID second wave hit, and things were, people are struggling to, sort of lot of jobs were lost, and
Yes, yes.
it was very tough time for our country and the world in general.
Correct.
So that's where we started to work on this platform, and now we launched it in October, and we have some 100+ students
Great.
already. So that's what we are working towards. Yeah.
That is really awesome. Wonderful. So with this, I'd like to know more about the important life lessons you have learned from your personal and professional life so far.
Yeah. So personal life, I would like to say that, my biggest lesson is don't be afraid to fail. Right?
Correct.
If you work something, work something. I mean, work hard for something. You put your 1000% and still it fails. Keep on going.
Correct.
Right? Keep on going. So
definitely.
So yes, don't lose hope, or don't cry over spilled milk. Right? That's this thing. You just move on so that you read something.
That is
Second,
really
on the professional front, always focus on knowledge rather than anything else. A lot of people focus on other things. What companies are giving benefits and all those things in your early career at least.
Correct.
Focus on hard work and focus on knowledge. What I know better than what I used to know yesterday. Right? So how am I better? Am I improving or not? Daily small incremental improvement is what I would request, or I learned myself.
Definitely. So since you have talked about machine learning and data analytics as part of your forte, so I'd like to know more about it, like how you are helping people to work on data and data analytics and machine learning, how it can help them make their life better, in a sense that the cost is lower, and what all areas where it can be implemented.
So that's a great question, because everything today we use, even this very Zoom call, is using machine learning in some or other way, right?
Correct.
Let me give an example that a lot of time what happens basically, that in any video call, right, it starts to blur, the voice starts to distort and all those. It's very common problem.
Correct.
Even our background and all that. So background also right now, right, it is using something called an edge detection technique to separate you from the background and change an appropriate background.
Correct.
If there is a quality drop and all that, it adjusts automatically to give you better performance, to give you better recording. So this is a very simple application.
Correct.
Second most common application is your banking, right? They keep everything in one record, and they give you good offers. And third thing is advertising. Today in social media you see a lot of advertisements, right? It is based on your interest. Whatever you see I may not see the same when I log into my, let's say, Instagram account.
Right.
It's completely this thing. And
like if we talk about the advertisement, digital marketing advertisement, these are kind of using data analytics as part of their core theme, because people who have similar kind of interest, they would be seeing similar kind of ads. But if two people have different interests, they would be seeing different ads as per their needs, as per their requirements, their hobbies, their interests, their choices.
Yes. And even today, machine learning in particular, observes how much. I'll tell you that whether you just stopped for a second on an ad, did you click on that ad, did you save that ad, did you went to the website, did you make a purchase, what kind of product do you purchase, at what time do you purchase, what time are you likely to click. So all these things are data analytics. And
Yes.
based on that, there is some mathematical algorithm which we call machine learning. It
Yeah.
learns about you and tries to give you a best experience. So
Okay.
that is a very important thing. And people who may not be directly related, I would still advise to
Hmm.
become data literate. When I say
Correct.
data literate, you should understand how data is captured, how
Ha.
I can use it, how I
Ha.
can plot it, how can I make sense out of data. I
Ha.
don't want everybody to become data scientists or machine learning experts and
That is
all that,
not possible.
but just to that is not going to happen. But
Ha.
at least whatever data you have, you use in your real
Mhm.
life, you should be able to understand that.
Correct.
And
Correct.
that's what I'm also trying to work with students, that you focus on fundamentals.
Hmm.
Advanced things will come anyway. You'll find your way through that. But if
Definitely.
you're weak at fundamentals, then you'll suffer.
Definitely.
Right.
Right. Right. So basically, with this, since the usage and importance of data and machine learning is growing tremendously, so what value addition or value creation or opportunities we can see for general public as a whole?
Yeah. So we can see a lot of improvement in decision making, right?
Okay.
Today, in our daily lives, we make a lot of decisions, but if we
Yes.
use this technology right, if we
Mhm.
are more aware about it or more cognizant about it,
Correct.
we can make better decisions. So let's say government does every 10 years survey, right? Census
Yeah.
survey that they count
Definitely.
it. So
Mhm.
it allows government to make decisions about what kind of jobs will be needed, what kind of population is
Okay.
increasing.
Mhm.
So all this is a very large scale government, right?
Correct. Correct.
Government like kind of level of decision. But you
Mhm.
also in your life can make decisions. Let's say if you keep simple, I'm making an example. That if you
Mhm.
keep track of your expenses, right? There
Okay.
are apps today to help you
Yeah.
keep tracks. So then
Correct.
you can plan for your this thing, right? You can also plan your investments, plan
Right.
your
Right.
healthcare expenses and
Ah.
all that. So data analytics is everywhere. It is just that how we choose to interact with it, right?
Correct. Correct.
So you can like or share to save good
Mhm.
channels, YouTube channels, videos that
Mhm.
help you to in a certain way. So you can use
Yes.
machine learning to actually even I'll give my example. I
Mhm.
don't use social media for chatting and all that. I use
Right.
it as a news feeding mechanism. So I like certain pages which are authentic in nature. I
Okay.
make sure that I visit those pages again and again. So Facebook and all that, they automatically show me. So I don't need to spend time in reading
Okay.
newspapers and all that.
Mhm.
I already get my news.
Got
So
it. So,
you can
like,
use that.
what kind of information you are looking for, you must get into those kind of pages only, so that you get suggestion from YouTube or suggestion from Google more onto it, like on your interest, basically,
Exactly.
right? Interest, right?
Exactly.
Things to you with lesser effort.
Exactly. So they will become a source of good information which you
Right.
may would have otherwise missed or would have
Correct.
had worked hard to search or
Correct.
take a lot
Correct.
of time. So
Correct.
that's how I've been using Google and YouTube for a long time now.
Yes. Most of the time we are not using it to the correct purpose.
Yeah. So that's my feeling. Yeah, that's correct.
Correct, correct. So since you are into training side of the business, I'd like to know more about your kind of personal thing, which is, are you an introvert or an extrovert while facing your audience, or you were introvert earlier, now getting into converting yourself or transforming yourself towards extrovert, and what are the pluses minuses of the same?
Yeah, so you have spotted that correct. I was an introvert in school, in college. I used to talk to
Mhm.
very few people.
Okay.
But my nature when I joined G and also went under their training programs,
Yeah.
and when I left G because of
Mhm.
my work related needs, I had to
Mhm.
convert myself into a more of an extrovert personality. I'm still
Okay.
an introvert. If you spot me in the party or anywhere in a family function, also I'll be sitting at side. But when
Uh,
it's more of interaction with students and all that, I become more extrovert more because leader as if you want to lead an initiative, right,
mhm.
you have to reach out to people. Now being an
Mhm.
introvert allows me to focus more on my problem solving or whatever I'm this thing, but at the same
Huh.
time it doesn't allow me to
Yeah.
network,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So
So
and the only growth happens through networking, so that is
definitely.
sort of
So when it
that's
comes to partying and meeting with people, you are kind of introvert. But when it comes to your interest, your hobby related to machine learning and data analytics and these type of things that pop up, then you are kind of extrovert.
Yes, exactly. So I can talk for hours and hours and hours if something of interest comes up.
Yeah, definitely. And this is really wonderful. So with this, I'd like to know more about your journey, like who all supported you the most throughout.
So it has to be my family, my parents, and my sister, my brother-in-law, and my friends, my immediate close friends. They supported me through thick and thin and continue to support me.
Okay.
Because this is a tough journey, right? Building something from ground up is a tough journey, and it requires a lot of support. So there is nothing like friends and family.
Definitely. Their role cannot be denied. So, with this, I'd like to know more about who are your inspirations in life and who all motivated you throughout the journey.
So, since, as I said, since childhood, my parents sort of, advised me or tried to, nudge me. I would not say push, but nudge me towards reading. So that was my biggest inspiration. So I really like to read a lot of books and all that.
Yeah.
So the books in general inspired me to, where, how things are. So there is no particular person in such, because I believe that you should not have an idol.
Correct.
That's my little bit counterintuitive, may sound a little bit counterintuitive, but I feel, you have to continuously work hard towards becoming a better version of yourself.
Yes.
Don't compare yourself with anybody, whether you are higher or lower or anything. No, don't compare. Yesterday you were at some point. Now, are you better today?
Correct.
Or not? That is the only question that matters.
Then definitely.
So but my parents are the central, I would say, central
like core of inspiration.
Core of inspiration or cornerstone that has allowed me to grow in life.
Definitely, this is really wonderful. So, like one more question from like your point of view, what you think success is and how does it look like to you?
Yeah, so I am yet to become a successful person, but what I feel success is, I am still a long way to go. So what my definition of success is, creating something that goes beyond you.
Correct.
Like that beyond your lifespan. Is what to me success really, and it is in a positive way. It should impact somebody's life.
Positively.
Impact. Yes. So something that goes beyond you, or it's once in a lifetime you create something which is really meaningful.
Yes, definitely. So now we are moving on to the last question of the session. So I'd like to request you to share some of the advices for our audiences, maybe viewers and listeners both. So what are the advices you'd like to make today?
Yeah, so my first, as you would have also guessed, please read.
Reading.
Don't, because people today, when I interact with a lot of students, I have changed first hand almost 200 plus students.
Correct.
But they don't like to read in general. So that's my request to all of you. Read. Second thing, be patient. Right.
Definitely.
Everything good takes time. Right. So be patient, and do not let go of the ability to learn, or do not be shy to learn anything new, and from everyone.
Correct.
So even if you today may interact with a person who is not from your core domain or something like that, learn what you can learn from them, and continuously adapt yourself to learn them. So that's my overall advice that I like to give.
Wonderful. So with this, we are moving on to closing the session today, and I must say that we had an amazing discussion today, and the core theme of our discussion was machine learning and data analytics, which is really important these days, and we should directly or indirectly start using them in our life wherever possible, and we should try to understand them as well. Not maybe a technical perspective, but maybe in journal perspective, it is really helpful. So with this, I'd like to really thank you from the core of my heart for the wonderful discussion and wonderful insights you have shared with us. And looking forward to
Thank you,
hearing
Jitender.
you soon again. And we would be discussing more on how these technologies work and how we can take the benefits out of these. So thank you,
Sure.
Aditya, for your time. And I'll
Thank you, Jitender,
also,
for inviting me.
yeah, sure. And I'll also share the social media links of yours so that people can be in touch with you, attend your
Yeah.
programs, maybe. So, guys, don't
Yeah.
forget to check that out. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of valuable information and enjoyed watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.